Gear up, Scooter fam. So, uh, sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I've been sort of dealing with the Klima there, trying to get some resolution as far as that goes. So, I guess to pick up where we left off, I did finally hear back from Michael Shaw later that evening, early that morning, however you want to look at that. It was early the next day, technically. Um, but I did hear back from him. Uh, he asked me to take a look at a couple things. One was where the e-brake connected to the brake lever, to see how what was going on there. So I disconnected those, and I sent a video back to him showing that they were disconnected, but the brake light still would stay on. And then in between doing this with Michael Shaw, I sort of got I was messing with the sensors. The sensors, there's like little pins at the end that push in, like a point pin or something like that. So there's like a tip on there that pushes in, and so when the brake levers are released, that the brake lever sits on that pin, and when both pins are pushed in, that's when the brake lights turned off. That makes sense because both would be released. If you grab either one of them and one of those pins is no longer pressed, then the brake lights come on. So either one you let go or both. Either one you grab or both releases that pressure on the pin, and the brake lights engage when the pressure is released. When the pressure is on the pins on both of them, there's no brake lights. So, what I found the problem to be was there is just too much of a gap between where the brake lever touches that pin, and so the brake lights are never turning off because of that gap between them. No matter how much I tighten the brakes, or adjust that sensor, it's not close enough. And so, to prove that, I took a couple of pieces of paper tape, and I folded it up and stuck it in there between the where the sensor goes and the brake lever on both sides. And bada bing, that solved the problem. I'll try to put a video up of that. I did a video and sent it to Michael Shaw, and so I know that's not a permanent solution, and I certainly don't want to drive around with depending on tape between my brake levers and my brake sensors to depend on me not getting thrown off the scooter because it coming to a sudden stop because it thinks the brake is engaged when just the tape fell out. So that's not a real solution, but it is a step in the right direction because we know what we have to do to solve it in a sense. So the next day I did hear back from Fluid again. I let them know that I had talked to Michael Shaw and the situation that was going on and what I did, and I sent them a video. And I heard back from them today, and they let me know that there was an issue with the new brake systems on the Klimas, and that they were unaware that they were getting new brake systems, and so they're unprepared with spare parts and so forth for the new brake systems for the Klimas. So we're kind of at a tough spot here because there's no repair, and apparently they were unaware. So they're shipping these Klimas out still with these problems. If I were you, and you want a Klima, I would wait. I've been watching Klimas for a long time. They've been my probably top runner for a while. I think for the longest time now, I sort of was thinking back. I'm like, everything I'm doing, I'm sort of comparing to the Klima. like how does it compare to the Klima? The Klima does this. What does it do? What can it do better possibly than the Klima? So I was constantly like kind of mirroring everything off the Klima and see if there was a better deal, or something like that. So I've been watching the scooter for a while. I know it's a decent price for the for what I've been seeing. Except obviously we have issues now. So don't buy a Klima right now. Kind of wait and see how this plays out. Uh, I would have certainly waited. I don't. I've talked to Fluid. I want to know. I ask them what my options are. I let them know it'd be difficult for me to send the scooter back in the box if they couldn't pick it up. Have a courier pick it up for me. And so I haven't gotten anything back. It seems like it's taken like 1 day per response. So I've got to be much more complete, comprehensive in my communication with them going forward, because I'm not going to hear back from them for another day, which is frustrating a little bit. Instead of being able to go back and forth and get some answers, I've got to write a book, and hopefully they address everything in my book in their next response. So once again, it's a little frustrating. Only had two communication emails from them in the past 2 days, and it's like I said, it's like once a day. If it's a short email like, hey, what do I do about this? It takes me an entire day to answer that. So they say they'll get back to you within 24 hours or within one business day or whatever. But I didn't know that meant every single time I send something, there's that repeats. I figured once I establish communication with someone there, support representative, that it would be much more fluid communication at that point. No pun intended. But that hasn't been the case. So they are aware of the brake issue. I'm exploring possibility of trying to return the scooter. I don't know if there's going to be a solution that they have as far as replacement parts or something like that in the near future. So I'm stuck with a scooter that has tape in it to fix it. And then on top of that, once I got the tape in there and I could get the brake lights to turn off, I wanted to test and see if I could get the motors running. But I was not able to get the motors running either. So I checked all my P settings. Everything looks correct. I'm not throwing any code errors, nothing like that, error codes. Everything looks fine on the display to me. Maybe it's something deep in the settings. Like I know you can change all of the settings of each mode. Like eco mode, you can change the speeds and so forth that you're supposed to be able to go. I haven't done that. Whatever they were supposedly by default, I left them at. But I haven't double checked them to make sure that they are correct. So, in any case, I will. That's as much as I have right now. To be honest with you, I really like the scooter. As much as it sucks to go through what I'm going through, and I haven't actually got to ride it yet. Just based on what I'm seeing, it's such a good quality scooter. It seems like a good quality scooter. It seems like a scooter that's worth my time and investment. In the long run, I think if while it bugs me a little bit that I'm having to go through all this, I'm also learning a lot about the scooter, and I'm learning a lot about scooters. So that's what I want. I want to learn about scooters. I'm the kind of person, I didn't know anything about computers, know a little bit, but I didn't know near what I know about computers until I had a computer. I could build a computer from scratch. I've done it a time and time again. And I've done it because when I got one and it broke, I had to fix it. And I'm not the type of person to just, especially with electronics, I'm pretty good at it. So I'll break it open and see why it broke and what's going on. How can I fix this? And so me coming up with a solution for the brake light issue, fairly on my own with a little guidance from Mr. Shaw. I feel like, if I'm kind of pointing in the right direction or I dig around a bit, I can find solutions. In fact, I could fix this with not that big of a problem. I don't have to use tape. There's lots of things I could stick in there on a more permanent basis. It would be kind of a hack, so to speak, more permanent hack. Right now, it's just a temporary hack. But I could do a more permanent hack that I was comfortable riding around with on my own. Should I have to do that on a brand new $2,000 scooter? No, I should not have to. But until they got the replacement parts, the rear brake which is the left brake, has no pressure in the hydraulic system. However, I tested the rear regen brakes and they work fine. So even that's something I can put up with for a while. I'm not gonna run around like a speed demon. I'm gonna take it very easy, and I don't mind using regen brakes. I use them on my Journey Max, and they are, they're touchy on that scooter as well. So I've gotten used to being very light when I tap the brakes, and I'm pretty sure I could get used to the regen brakes on the Nami. So as much as I'm frustrated by this, and I'm really not pleased with the outcome so far, I still think the scooter may be worth my investment if I can get it running. I sent some more videos to Michael Shaw and Fluid Free Rides of the motor issue, showing that the motor wasn't. I showed them all the P settings and showed them the screen. See if they notice anything that might be, just something I overlooked. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new or whatever. And maybe they say, well, did you try this or did you try that? So I just want to make sure they see everything that I can see, and if they have any advice after that, take it from there. I'm not ready to just give up the scooter and be like, I don't want it anymore because it's broken. Like I said, it seems like a really good, worthwhile investment. Yes, it sucks, but I'm not ready to just throw it in the trash and say I can't deal with this. I don't think the motors are going to be a huge issue. Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. I figure it's just something small that I'm inexperienced. So there may be a setting or something I missed or messed up. I looked in the book. Things didn't look exactly right on there when I got it, so I adjusted it based on the book. And, maybe somebody can confirm whether that's right or wrong from Nami or Fluid. In any case, I don't want to take all night, but I did want to jump on and do this quick video for you guys. Right now, I'm gonna try to throw in some other videos, but this is the bulk of what's going on. And you know what? Another, I guess, sort of silver lining in the cloud is that I get to make videos. So, like I said, I'll show you guys what I came up with now. I'll show you and update you on how things go in the future. If I have to return it, if I have to fix it myself, I'll learn a lot and I'll be able to fix it again down the road. So I expect that I'll have problems with the scooter. Every scooter has problems, and I expect that I'll have to learn how to fix those problems, and I'm okay with that. But you never want to do it on the first day before you even get to ride the scooter. On that note, guys, if you enjoyed this content, you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and happy riding.